Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
Hold on a minute, mate. This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFLTV. We're in Manchester.
You still can't speak properly.
I can speak, it's all right. It's my
How
husky
old were you
voice.
yesterday? How old were you yesterday?
Thanks for your message, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I felt a bit bad. I didn't really. I didn't feel bad at all. Because once you're reposting everyone's, I so cringe.
You do it.
Don't be.
When you was my
No one
age,
wishes me happy birthday.
What?
No one wishes me happy
you
birthday.
keep it quiet.
Yeah.
You secretly love it anyway.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Eddie. First of all, this arena is absolutely fucking unbelievable. Jack's fight with Regis will headline kind of the first boxing event here. So, yeah, I mean, this 23,500 it can hold. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was one of the big reasons that we wanted to do the show on August 24th. You know, we had that event locked in. We spoke to the arena, the management, the owners. We do a lot of business with this arena company around the world. Last week at the Footprint Centre, next week at the Wells Fargo, here obviously August 24th. And he's the man to do it. Manchester boy, Chorley boy, you know.
Chorley boy.
and coming off performance of his career, the fight of his career, his stock's higher than ever. And he didn't give a shit who he fought. So it was pretty easy, really. I mean, I was actually thinking on the way up that the best fights are made unexpectedly. Like, we were just going for Barboza. We were like, that's the fight. And I thought about this fight previously. I knew it was a much bigger fight than Barboza. But I don't know. Like, would Regis really fly over to Manchester for the fight? Would Jack take Regis coming off the Haney defeat, looking to bounce back? He wants a shot at the world title. We know that Barboza's an easy touch, really. And Regis isn't, and he said, "No, don't give a monkey's. Just honestly, whoever you want me to fight." And that's great because he deserves a world title shot. It should be undisputed, but he deserves a world title shot. But while you're waiting, fight the best. Like, and don't wait and fight a numpty because it's a waste of time. Fight the best out there while you're waiting for the shot. The shot will come. But what a great thing to do. Keep fighting the best in the division, keep rising your stock, keep getting paid, keep the activity going, and do it in a brand new arena that, as you said, is the absolute nuts. Fans are going to come here, they are going to absolutely love what they see, and hopefully this can be the start of big-time boxing in this arena.
Right, we don't really need you anymore. That's done. We'll speak to you in a minute, Eddie. Let's come back to the main attraction in Catterall. Hold on 1 second. Well, Eddie Hearn just, said a little bit of it. I'm not going to say he said it all, but yeah.
You know what, and he's right. I've been in that position before where I've been waiting for the big fights and I've been in the gym wanting to fight, and there's no perfect moment. You've got to take these fights, and like Eddie said, we was scheduled to fight Barboza. That didn't happen, and my instruction to Sam, to the team, was to keep me active and get me these big fights. I understood there was going to be no shot at a world title next. The belt seemed to be tied up right now. Maybe that changes in the back end of the year, but Regis, a former two-time champion. I was at his fight in December in San Francisco. I think the fans over here know him. I was at the fight in 2019 when he boxed Taylor down in London. So he's a great name, and the fight was done pretty sharpish.
We spoke probably a couple of weeks ago back in Birmingham. Do you know what? We actually spoke about quite a few potential fights for you. Barboza was one, Taylor, etc. But the Regis Prograis fight wasn't kind of mentioned in that. You must have known there was something obviously going on. That was 2 weeks ago. But Prograis is very well known to UK fans. And yeah, I think this was kind of the right call. It's a great fight between you and Prograis.
You know what? When I seen you on the Thursday night up in Birmingham, down in Birmingham, it wasn't something that I knew about. It got proposed to me.
Oh, really?
It got proposed to me on the Thursday, and we announced it Saturday night in the ring. That's how quick it was done. I'd been back in the gym chipping away, and for whatever reason, the Barboza fight didn't happen. Regis, obviously, we're under the same promotional company. He's looking to fight. He's looking to get back in there and push on and try and become three-time world champion. And I find myself in a position where there's no world title, but there's big fights to be made in my division, and I want in on them all.
I know it's a few years ago now, though, but Regis obviously believes that he did enough to win that Josh Taylor fight. What was your honest opinion about that fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's all opinion-based. I was at the fight, and I mean, the crowd was probably pro-Taylor a bit, but I probably picked Regis by a round in that fight, and I think he won it. I wouldn't call it a robbery, but it was a close fight, and yeah, I was there, I watched it, and I've been watching it back again in the lead up to this fight.
Okay, so you have the same thoughts as you have now, or when you was actually watching it live, about kind of the way that fight went?
Yeah, I'll watch it again. I'll probably score it again. But I mean, at the time I was there and I was watching it, and I thought he did enough to edge it. A couple of swing rounds could have gone either way. Depends what you like to see, but I like what I was seeing from Regis at the time, and I thought he'd done it by a round.
So, obviously your opponent there is literally probably about 20 foot away. But, I think the talk today will come from Sam and Evan, who's sitting over there. I think obviously we know him from the Haney fight, but I think that's where the chat's going to come from today.
Yeah, listen, I hope Sam's got his big boy pants on today because he's going to need them.
He reckons he has.
Yeah, well, I've spoke to him, he's had a couple of coffees, he's G'd up, and listen, I've met Regis before, so I met him, we've been in the same rooms, and the respects.
I just went over that Evans bloke, you know, that he just, I told
Evan,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I told him.
Sam.
No, I told him. Sam said, Evans, do you know Sam Jones? I don't know Sam. He's Jack's manager. Says he's not that impressed by you, to be honest with you.
Shit's there already. He's going to get Sam killed. He's going to get Sam killed.
Yeah, listen, it's exciting. We've seen all the talk from the fight in December between Prograis and Hearn. And it's exciting, it's what we need, it builds the fight, and listen, he's got his ambitions on becoming a 3-time world champion. I need to smash him to bits to move on and get my world title.
Like I said, for your career-wise, this is a fight that kind of name-wise, Prograis is up there with kind of any elite fight you can fight. We've seen what Prograis is about. So that's what you're kind of counting on to kind of get a notable win over Regis Prograis for you then to go on. Because we know you want to be world champion and you want to get a shot at the world title. That's your aim, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of fights I probably could have took. And like Eddie said, fights that don't mean nothing, that are not going to progress me in my career. I've made it clear I want to become world champion. I want one of them world titles, but I'm not prepared to sit on the sideline and wait for one of them. And like you've just touched on, Regis is a name in boxing that we know what he's about, what he's achieved, and is a good name for my Zoom.
Absolutely. Should we see if we get Sam in here? Sam, come here. Did you hear what Eddie Hearn just tried to entice?
Yeah, he's trying to rile that huge man up sitting over there. I've seen he's trying to like nudge him a little bit, but yeah. You love all this shit.
Yeah,
don't
you. Oh, listen, can I say something? 20 minutes ago, you were calling it right on.
No, I was not.
You absolutely was calling it on.
Absolute liar. I was not calling it on. I was just saying he is a very large man. He looks like he's had a very long flight as well, wherever the fuck he's come from. So we don't want to wind him up.
This energy's changed very quickly in the last 20 minutes. But to be honest, I don't blame you. Just a quick note.
Yes.
Fight-wise, there could have been other fights that progressed Jack to a world title shot rather than Regis Prograis. But Regis Prograis is up there with any fighter that Jack could have fought, as in name-wise. And a win over Regis Prograis really puts him instead, either way.
Look, Jack could have boxed. Jack could wait for a world title shot, which is. Believe me, there's talks that we could get a world championship shot. But I think with Jack's career, the way it's gone, I don't think he'd mind me saying it, but it's been completely like he was on a high. I think he was ranked number 1 for a long time, weren't you, mate, for WB? And then it was like, here, you can't beat. When Jack is 31 years old now, and my opinion is there's no better fighter than Jack in form right now. He's riding the crest of the wave. You've got to capitalise on it. So his instructions to me was, make me the best fight possible. And name-wise, that's the best fight possible right now, outside of the champions. There is talks that we could get it for an eliminator, which I think is going to be fantastic. But like what I said there, even though I'm Jack's manager and I've got a plan of how his year's going to go out, I don't even like overlooking someone like him, a 2-time world champion. Jack can't afford to do that. He's got a job on his hands. But I genuinely believe that no 140's beating him right now, never mind him.
All right. Well, listen, Sam, we're going to talk to you on your own. Yeah, you can go now. I just wanted to get you in there. Your thoughts on that? We're going to come back in now with Jack.
Yeah.
I think he summed it up and said, mirrored, shall I say, what you just said anyway.
Yeah, listen, that was the instruction. I want to stay active. And Sam said you could probably wait till the back end of the year and and possibly land a world title, but I've been in that position before where things haven't happened, and it is frustrating. I want to capitalise on it. Sam touched on it. I'm 31 years old now. I've had good momentum these last couple of months, last couple of fights, and I feel like I'm the best 140 in the world. I beat Regis August the 24th.
Okay, well listen, obviously the press conference is due in about an hour, but Taylor fight dead now? Again, yeah. If there was talk of a third fight?
In my eyes it's done. I believe I beat him twice. We've seen Bob Arum come out of a statement today saying there needs to be a trilogy. I've got my eyes set on Regis Prograis. It's the first official press conference today, and that's where my energy and my focus is. Is it something that I'll entertain in the future? Of course I will. I'm a prize fighter. And if I believe that fight's the demands there from the public, from the boxing promoters, then obviously it's a conversation. But for me, there's been so much frustration surrounding that fight and that opponent that I can put it to one side and move on from it.
Focus is on August 24th here at the Co-op Live in Manchester. So listen, wish you the best of luck, and we'll see how this press conference goes. I hope Sam doesn't really get into an entanglement with Evan, because just looking at Evan now, I think that is a one-way street. Yeah,
he's a big fella. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Jack, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
And Sportsbook.